Here's Steve, and this is Christmas time almost. This is 23rd in my area, and 25th is really coming. I was hoping, what should I do for Christmas? Let's see, I don't have any idea. But before that, here we go with Batman and Robin 37, issue number 37, and it's been really great. It's been fully action-packed issue, and I love this Batman. Here we go with the ComicVine's review. Gregg Katzman, it's given a 4 out of 5 star. Batman has taken on Apocalypse armies, but now he faces the ultimate threat, Darkseid. The good things, Batman vs. Darkseid is finally here. It's a moment some fans have been anxiously waiting for, hoping to see the Dark Knight completely humiliated. This is biggest villain. When it comes to physical feats, beating up Darkseid is one of the most impressive things someone can accomplish, and there's a select crowd that simply wants to see Batman do the impossible. Why? Because he's Batman. That's why the guy had tons of prep time. After all, other fans have been dreading this issue because it may be a human, albeit brilliant human, fighting someone who's way above his weight class. How intimidating can Darkseid look if Batman obliterates him? Many will go into this issue thinking it doesn't matter how much time Batman had to prepare or what kind of armor he's wearing. If he steps up against Darkseid, he's going to get wrecked. To prepare or what kind of armor he's wearing. If he steps up against Darkseid, he's going to get wrecked. Batman may get his punches in, but there's nothing implying those are doing any kind of significant damage to the big guy. Batman may be one of the most gifted hand-to-hand combatants on Earth, but even in a highly advanced armor, him going toe-to-toe with Darkseid and sticking to melee combat just isn't going to end well for him. Instead, the emphasis needs to be put on his impressive tactical mind, and that's exactly what Tomasi does. It all boils down to one critical moment in Bruce Wayne's plan, and if it doesn't go as planned, the Dark Knight could be the Dead Knight. It's also worth nothing. Darkseid said he wanted to make Batman suffer, so we can assume he's holding back to some degree. This is a fight that had to be handled carefully, and I think Thomas Succeeded is giving lots of fan service to both sides. Is the supporting characters are just there as a plot device, but no one came into this issue expecting to see them steal the spotlight. That's the real thing, but this is a really action-packed issue. And where we go with nerdsunchained.com, also this review is given by Katzman. Okay, here we go. Thanks for this review. There's honestly not a whole lot that needs to be said about this issue, in my opinion, which is a bit surprising. Really though, it's a story of only two moments: the fight between Batman and Darkseid, and much anticipated moment I alluded to in the opening paragraph, and which the internet, by way of DC Comics themselves, spoiled before this issue even came out. With that, the Batman Darkseid fight taking up the majority of this issue. Let's start with that. At first glance, this obviously seems like it should be a very one-sided fight, even for the ever-prepared Dark Knight, with the aid of the Hellbat armor and a silver sliver of the Chaos shirt, though Peter J. Tomasi and the Bookstore team do an excellent job of keeping the world's greatest detective in the fight long enough to kind of win. It would probably be better described as a draw over. As for the headlining moment, well, spoilers aside, it was probably about as satisfying as it possibly could have been better. So, bad things about this one, I have to say, announcing whether Diamond returns before this issue was released isn't something, but sure, I would rooting for Diamond's return and thinking that's more probably, but part of me would have been wondering if this story arc ends on a tragic note. After all, Bruce has endured on Apocalypse. What if it only accomplished returning his son's body to his possession? Yes, he stopped the Chaos Cannon, but how dark would it be if Batman couldn't accomplish the one thing he set out to do? Unfortunately, having this information released ahead of time took away the possibility of an internal debate over Damian's fate, but the point is, it was still handled in a way that would have had me on the edge of my seat. This doesn't impact the score, but I thought it was worth discussing. That said, the final page didn't pack the kind of punch it was meant to. Yes, that's it, but I get why Tomasi did that. It will motivate Damian to unleash with these new powers. as he now fights and does everything possible to save, protect, avenge his father. But there's no real sense of danger. We know Batman will be fine, and that's not even because of solicitations. It's because other Batman books are taking place in the futures, and he's just fine, ending it on them hugging and throwback. That's it. This is the time. Next month, next month, that is next year, it's coming. Next Robin Rises, the Alpha. Lots of guys are waiting for this one. Hope you guys will enjoy, and hope you guys have enjoyed this one, this review. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe for more.